Well, I just tried to make a video and it didn't record. So I'm just crying and talking to the no one. I'm having a really hard time today. Just a really bad day. Um, I've been having a hard time keeping hydrated. Um, I need fluids with electrolytes, and um, I I've been throwing up liquids a lot, and we were out of the liquids that I can tolerate, so I had to go to the grocery store to get some more. My partner's at work today, and uh, I tried to do an Instacart delivery, but it was gonna be $10 just for the delivery, and we don't have that kind of money right now. Um, my partner is gonna be taking a week off soon when my kid comes to stay with us, and um, he has to take vacation time for that, which is not paid. Um, and so while I was out, um, I wet myself at the bus stop waiting for the bus. And I've had bladder incontinence for about 2 years, so I do wear cloth pads all the time. Um, but I've never lost control all the way. It's just been leaking. And this is really frustrating, because now I have to start carrying a change of clothes with me everywhere just in case, or start wearing adult diapers, which is really embarrassing. I'm 3 days away from my 28th birthday, and no 28-year-old wants to be in diapers. Well, okay, that's not true, but most of them. Um, so I'm just really frustrated with that. And then when I got home, I I collapsed on the couch and took a nap for, I don't know, like an hour, I guess, because I was just so exhausted because I was out of the house for an hour. And that's really frustrating that I can't go anywhere on my own because I don't have the energy. At the grocery store, I didn't grab a basket on my way in because I was just frustrated and not thinking about it, and I ended up dropping things on the floor a couple times and needed help um, bending down to get it, and that was frustrating. Um, and then I don't know if I mentioned it already with the camera actually on because I tried earlier to record, but um, early this morning I noticed large lumps in both of my breasts. And I know that it could be benign. I know that it could just be, I think they call it like granulated fat tissue, um, or something like that. There's a lot of things that aren't cancer that it could be, but just having to bring this up at my doctor's office is so frustrating. I don't have the time or the energy to be dealing with something new. And I'm still waiting on test results from my gastroenterologist. Um, and trying to come to terms with the fact that I need to go back onto a more restrictive diet. I can't just keep eating whatever I want. It's I thought my food issues were just the mast cells, but it turns out it's stomach related too, and that being on the antihistamines hasn't solved the problem. It's just changed the allergic type response to the foods. It hasn't changed my stomach's response to the foods. And being on a restrictive diet is really hard for me. For over a year, I was completely wheat-free, corn-free, no tomatoes, and no strawberries. And that was really difficult. There were very few restaurants I could eat at, and that was the primary thing. When my partner and I wanted to go on a date, we would go out to a restaurant and take a card game and just hang out and play games and eat food. Um, and it was really nice to be able to do that. But if I can't eat at restaurants, I'm gonna have to, when I go places, take food with me that I can eat. And I already have to take so much with me. I have to take my emergency medications. I have to take, like my bus pass and keys, obviously, my phone, like all the normal stuff. But, if I have to carry around now, um, change of clothes and all my food for the day, I, I can't manage that. I'm just so overwhelmed. And I don't know what more I can be doing. I need to get a caseworker, a social worker, case manager, whatever. Um, and I've been trying, but my counseling office doesn't provide it. And the government office that I went to ask about it said that I need to ask my counseling office. So I have a couple leads, but we need to make phone calls. And I can't make the phone calls because I don't hear well over the phone because of my hearing loss that is also getting worse. I noticed the other day that I had the TV on almost full volume, and I still could only just hear it. I'm just so frustrated and overwhelmed. I, I don't have an uplifting message today. Like, I try to, even if I'm having a bad day, I try to interject some sort of silver lining message or something, but I don't have that right now. I'm so frustrated and so overwhelmed, and I don't know what to do. I hope you're all having a better day than me.